2018 Fiat 124 Spider. The retro-styled Fiat 124 Spider is based on the incredibly successful Mazda MX-5. That means that underneath the Fiat's distinctive two-seater convertible body there's a rear-wheel drive platform that it shares with the highly praised Japanese roadster. The 124 Spider name was last used by Fiat in the 1960s and 1970s, and the present model pays homage to the original car with a host of styling details. Under the bonnet there's a different engine to the MX-5, too, with Fiat using its own 1.4-liter turbocharged petrol unit that it claims will balance performance and economy better than the engines found in the Mazda. So, the 124 Spider has the same basic underpinnings as the MX-5, but how does it compare with it on the road? Is it as much fun overall, and which of the trim options would we choose? Read on over the next few pages to get our in-depth impressions of the drop-top Fiat. Driving. Thanks to a punchy little engine that delivers spurts of brisk acceleration, the 124 Spider is respectably quick, reaching 62 miles per hour in just 7.5 seconds. There's a little turbo lag, which sets you back for a moment each time you upshift, and can be annoying in traffic, but once onsung the engine pulls consistently through most of its rev range. The 6-speed manual transmission's short, neat action makes it easy to stay within the ideal power band, too. The 124 Spider sounds racy in the mid-range, but there's a bassy drone from the exhaust below, while high revs bring a loud, strained engine note, and this soundtrack remains prominent even with the roof up. The engine's noise and spiky performance are somewhat at odds with the car's laid-back ride and handling. It soaks up bumps neatly, and the steering, which is on the heavier side and short on feedback, prefers to sweep through corners rather than attack them. Get aggressive and you'll unearth significant body roll when cornering and pronounced dive under braking, but the brakes themselves are strong and offer some pedal feel. Most noticeably in town and when cruising on the motorway, there's a fair bit of shimmying from the chassis, and, though when noise is very well contained, road noise is noticeable over coarser surfaces. Combined with a vocal engine, this means the 124 Spider is less refined than it might be. Interior layout. Those familiar with the Mazda MX-5 will feel at home in the 124 Spider, because the interior design is identical, only some different finishes and equipment set it apart. All-round visibility from the driver's seat is very good, even with the roof up. In fact, the reversing camera on Lasso and Lasso Plus models is non-redundant, and headroom is just acceptable for 6-footers. Dropping the manual roof is a moment's work and can be done without leaving your seat. Unclip the latch, pull back and push down into place. It's also just as easy to reverse the procedure. Clear instrumentation is viewed through the chunky steering wheel that's adjustable vertically but not horizontally, with a prominent rev counter taking center stage. Seats controls are manual, too. There's no height adjustment, but it's easy to find comfort. Lasso and Lasso Plus models get heated leather upholstery for the deeply sculpted seats, which drivers of sturdier frame might find a bit restrictive. The upper swathes of the cabin are coated in soft-touch plastic, with supplementary leather in Lasso and Lasso Plus. Look further down and you'll find scratchy plastics that are disturbingly thin in some places, but not surprisingly so for a roadster of this price. All models have leather on the steering wheel and gear lever, cruise control, a keyless start button and Bluetooth phone integration. Spending an extra £500 on the entry-level Classic model gets you a 7-inch infotainment touchscreen and DAB radio, but not the sat-nav that's standard on the other two spec levels. The infotainment system is easy to use and responsive to both touchscreen inputs and the rotary controller, but maps can be a little slow to load.